on Zach. Come to the stage right now. Get up for Cool Mike.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm not going to ask how you're doing because I don't really care. I can't see you any way. Are there people back there? I saw a lot walk in, but I see like 5 people here. I feel like there's like 20 people in the back. Well, I know what you guys are thinking. Cool ass Mike. All right. This little Allstate guy better be funny up there. So I figured I'm going to try to deliver my best. So, I'm 50.
All right.
I just turned 50 this year, and in my 50 years, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Anybody else made any mistakes out there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right? You know what I'm talking about. Well, in my 50 years, I've learned there's 3 phases of thoughts, of things that you say to yourself when you go through these mistakes. And the first one happens to be the most famous last words in history. I'm gonna give 3 guesses of anybody who can guess what those famous words are. The famous last words. What would you say your famous last words of anything that happens, people say? Famous last words.
It's been real.
It's been real. What about you? Famous last words of people like, ah!
Oh, like take care?
Okay, it could be take care. Famous last words of anything in general.
Tell my mom I love her.
Tell my mom I love her. That would be a good one. I believe it's fuck it.
That was a good one, too.
Right? Because fuck it is basically you saying, okay, I understand everything that can go wrong right now, but I see what can go right. Now, it doesn't always go bad, but when you say it, you've initially signed that contract, you put it in your back pocket, and you've gone for it. So I'm going to tell you guys about a really big mistake that I made in my life where I went through these 3 phases. Now, this is back in the early 90s, back in Palm Springs, was not so rainbowy and was more like college-y. Y'all remember those days? Anybody remember? You know, y'all not from here, I can tell that. Back in the day, Palm Springs used to be where you go to have spring break.
Oh.
Yeah, so all the early spring break movies, a lot of them took place in Palm Springs. The parties, the pools, all that. Somewhere in the 90s, 2000s, it changed. And so back then, I had just bought a motorcycle, right? And so I bought a motorcycle and I had my girlfriend with me, but she was leaving to go home, so I go to Palm Springs and chill. And as I was about to go, I realized I left my ID in her car because I just bought the motorcycle the night before. I'm like, damn. Okay, so I'm in Burbank and she lives in Chatsworth. And that's about 20 minutes away. I'm on a motorcycle. I'm like, I can catch her. So I head out to go catch her. And I'm rolling. And anybody got a motorcycle? Ride motorcycles?
Yeah.
So when you ride motorcycles, you average I average 90 when I'm riding. You always average faster than traffic just because it just seems like you're supposed to be going faster because you're faster. And so as I'm riding, I look to the right out of my corner of my eye and I see the CHP get on the freeway. And I'm like, oh, damn. Okay, it's all good. I look and I see the red light. I'm like, whew. I just bought this motorcycle. It's a ZX11. It's 1100 fast. And so I see him get behind me in my rearview mirror. I'm like, oh, man. He's not close enough to see my license plate. I got an open road ahead of me. I'm trying to get to Palm Springs. I take a look at the contract. I'm like, yep, this pussy out in Palm Springs. I'm gonna go ahead and sign it. Bam!
Damn.
Put the contract in my back pocket, downshift it, bam, I'm gone. So now we're on the freeway and I'm doing like 170. Yeah, this is no joke. I mean, when you're doing anything over 140 is kind of the same. When you hit to like 150, 160, 170, you kind of got to predict things ahead of you. And so I'm on the it's on the 118.
You gotta predict.
And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, I don't see the red dot anymore. And I know he can't keep up with me. And I'm flying by things so fast, I know he's not there. So I get off at like Roxford or something like that. And I double back him on the street. And I'm flying through the intersections, about to die. Just bought the motorcycle. I'm not even really used to this thing. These are my first 20 miles right here, except for riding home. Whew. So I come to this T in the road where I gotta go left or right. When I get there, I make a right. And when I make that right, I see the CHP's high-speed IROC Camaros. You guys remember
What?
those? Yeah, they don't bring those out unless it's really about to go down, right? And I'm on the streets at this point. And so I'm like, oh, okay, hold up, it's not that serious. I pull over on the bike. He makes a U-turn, gets behind me. I get off the bike. I'm like, yo, it's not that serious. So at this point, I'm like at the second point of my decision making, where I'm like, I'm like, all right, you know what? It is what it is. I get off the bike. I pull over. He's not even looking for me. Not even looking for me. He's just rolling around. But he saw the description because I had an all-black bike and a red helmet. That's a different story. Red helmet. So he's like, yo, I saw you, but I was not going for you. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's all good. The car comes over. He's like, oh, yeah. I had given up on you. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, but we got to take you in. So at that point, at the last point, when you made the final decision, you say, damn! And you have to acknowledge that you are now in some shit. And it is what it is. But, I got to tell you, they tried to send me to prison for that. Oh, yeah, because, it's felony evasion. And, they tried. I mean, I had an attorney. Only did 4 months for it.
What?
Yeah, thank you. But, I'm going to say this, we make mistakes in life. But one of the best things about going to jail, and I got really great stories about jail, which you got to follow me. I'll tell you those. But I did have I found a love for cooking there.
Nice.
Yeah, so, you got to keep showing up. You never know what's going to happen. My name is Cool Ass Mike. I'm going to be at the Comedy Chateau New Year's Eve, so please come out and check me out. Thank you very much.